Hi, I'm Joe Gernasini, your Clearwater real estate expert. Today, we're going to discuss how a seller can negotiate in order to get the highest possible price and the best terms for the sale of their home. For a seller, there are two key points to keep in mind when negotiating. First, and usually most important, is the sales price. The higher the price, the more money the seller gets to keep, obviously. The other thing to consider are the terms of the sale. Now, terms can mean many things, so let's take a look at some of the more common ones. The length of time for a transaction is one. Most sales take 30 to 45 days. However, this is negotiable, and a buyer can make their offer more attractive to a seller by reducing this timeline. I've actually worked on some sales where the buyer offered to close the transaction in less than 12 days. Another term can be the length of time a buyer has to inspect the property. In Florida, the standard time frame is 15 days, but again, this is negotiable. For a seller, the less time the better, as the number one reason a buyer backs out is because some physical aspect they found undesirable about the property. So lessening the amount of time a buyer has to inspect is advantageous to a seller. Another term that is often negotiated is the appraisal contingency. An appraisal is a price valuation given by a person who is licensed to do appraisals. When a buyer obtains a loan, their lender will require an appraisal and will only give a loan based on the amount the appraiser deems the property is worth, not what the purchase price the buyer and seller agreed upon. For example, if the buyer offers to pay $500,000 for a house, but the appraiser feels the house is only worth $450,000, then the lender will give a loan based on the $450,000, not the $500,000 the buyer offered. In this situation, it can go one of three ways. First, the buyer can pay cash to make up the $50,000 difference, or the seller can reduce the purchase price down to the $450,000 that the house appraised at, or the parties can agree to walk away from the transaction. Now, if a buyer wanted to make their offer attractive, they could remove their appraisal contingency outright and agree to pay any difference in cash. Now, not every buyer has the wherewithal to do this, so it's not always an option. So now let's talk about how we can negotiate these points. When I represent a seller, I always recommend responding with a counteroffer to every single offer that comes through, especially when there are multiple offers. The reason I recommend responding to every single offer, no matter what their offer is because I've seen on countless occasions the worst offer coming through, the lowest price, the worst terms. There's 5, 10 other offers that are much better. We respond to every single person, every single offer, and lo and behold, the person who had what appeared to be the worst offer, they actually like the house the most and come through with even a much higher offer, much better terms, and actually surpasses all the others that at first appear to be the better offer. In this situation, a lot of agents will tell their sellers to take the highest and best offer and just decline the rest. But by doing that, they're actually giving away their clients' money. Instead of taking the one that looks the best at first, what we're going to do is reply with a counteroffer to every single one of them. The counteroffer will have a higher price for our seller, and the terms will be better for the seller as well. Now, not all 10 buyers are going to agree to the seller's counteroffer, and some are going to drop out, but that's okay, and it's actually what we want. Let's say 5 of the buyers agreed with the new price and the terms from the counteroffer, while the other 5 left. We're then going to send another counteroffer to each of those 5 remaining buyers. Again, increasing the price and making the terms better for the seller. Now, maybe 3 agree to this new counteroffer and 2 back out. Good. We're going to repeat this process over and over again until there is only 1 buyer left. When you reach that point, you'll know that you've negotiated the best price and the best terms. Now, each situation is unique, and there will be unexpectancies for every transaction. But these are some of the basics you should keep in mind when negotiating the sale of your property. If you have any real estate related questions, or if you're looking to buy or sell, I'm never too busy to help. Call or text me at 840-3662. If you found this video helpful, click on the like button below. Also, to stay up to date with my most recent content, be sure to click on the subscribe button as well. I hope this helps. Have a great day.